On tonight's special episode of Sanity Lounge, the boys welcome Baltimore's own Glassphalt. Fresh off an incredible debut album release party last week at Baltimore's legendary 8x10 Club, the band lapped up the lounge with a quick lick to promote the music, jam a few tracks live, and rap with the boys.
Cool. All right, man. Welcome, Baltimore. We are here with another episode of Sanity Lounge. So I'll start off by saying Chris is our first repeat guest.
Oh, right.
He's back again with his band Glassphalt, who slams.
Just melted our faces off.
So welcome, guys.
Right on.
Nice
Thank
to be
you.
here. Yeah, thanks.
Let's go around the room and just do a little brief introduction of yourselves. You have Dave, Ron, Jack, Chris.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Dave, singer for Glassphalt. Met these guys, I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago, and been in music really since high school and all that, in and out of different bands, and just kind of hooked up with these guys, and we're hitting it.
It works.
After watching the performance, you've got the punk, like it's an incredible vibe. Was that always your go-to style, like that punk vibe of singing? I mean, it's great. Like
I'd honestly no. Like this is pretty new to me, but
Wow.
We talked about that at the variety show.
Really?
Yeah, no, I always listened to as a young kid. Elementary school and all that, but kind of went a different direction when I got into the bands I was playing in. Just kind of a different vibe, but I guess went full circle.
Yeah, well, it works for you. I mean, it sounds very natural. It's a perfect sound for the band. It's awesome.
Nice, yeah.
Right.
I'm having fun.
Good, yeah, it seems like it. Now let's go to Ron.
Ron, guitar player, kind of a newcomer. Started in January. Been rocking ever since.
Dude, it works. I saw you guys at the first variety show.
Well, was Ron there at that show?
Yeah. No, that was great. That was what was that? May?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it slams.
All right, so now Jack.
I'm the bass player. I've been playing music since I was 4. Started off with drums, playing a talent show. Been playing music all my life.
Did you say started off with drums?
Did you
start off with drums? Did you start off with drums?
No, drummer. Yeah.
You went right to the guitar?
Well, first of all, every nasty bass player, it seems, is originally a drummer. And that is no coincidence. And you're a nasty player. Like, you're saucing it up. So when you said that you were a drummer, I'm always like, yes.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. And then we have the illustrious Christopher Schaefer.
The real drummer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Who is the drummer of Glassphalt, right?
Yeah. We've been working on this for a while, and it feels good to have the right people, and that it's working, and that we're working, and we've been putting in the time to work on our first record, which is going to be coming out in just like 2 weeks.
Yep. September 6th, you guys did a video for a song called Clam Dragger down at Lansdowne Skate Park, which is arguably Brian's skate park.
There's no argument. It is my skate park. I cut that skate park for about 10 years. Now we have a guy that helps produce the show who says it's his park, but no, it's my park. But it's an incredible video.
Oh yeah, I love that place.
Yeah, what a great idea to film there. I mean,
it was a fun time too. Cook out and just.
I'll bet.
Bunch of fun.
Yeah, and you had drones. I mean, how the heck did you get some of those shots? Like,
he was up on top of the van.
But I mean, it seemed at one point it was coming in. Like, I'm like, what did Chris
skating along?
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible. I'm like, this guy hired drone flyers and stuff. Because, he goes hard. It
was a very DIY style thing.
Well, it looked dynamite.
Yeah, we rolled up with a grill and burgers and dogs and just had a cookout, and whoever wanted to skate, and we just provided the soundtrack. It was fun.
Yeah, I was surprised we didn't get shut down.
You know, I
the name?
thought.
Who would have done it?
Well,
You?
no, it wouldn't have been us. Actually, the county is pro the park.
Right,
like,
right,
we want the
right.
park to do good and everything like that. But I kind of was thinking, I'm like, well, I guess it's okay. I mean, you know.
I don't know.
And
Oh,
it
it's
I guess
worked.
okay.
yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. baby.
Permits.
Yeah,
Right.
Fuck it.
yeah, it's good
Music,
stuff.
skateboarding, you put them together.
It's over and done. With.
Sure.
It's out there now.
Now, what about that name, Clam Dragger? Can we go into that? Like, is there a story there?
It's a love song.
It is a love song. It's a term that I've heard refers to female bodyboarders.
Nice.
Okay.
Clam dragger.
Because when he said the name, and I thought, this got to be a
So there's a
story.
surfing reference there.
Interesting. I dig that. All right.
Now, what about the name Glassphalt? Where did that come from?
That came from when you're going up Charles Street in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And it's it's a amalgamation of glass and asphalt put together, and it makes the street glimmer.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
And so kind of
Like a
thought
shimmer,
that
yeah.
it was like sort of fits the sound of the band of like kind of raw and refined.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's a great name, dude. Like I told you
Thank
that
you.
before. The name is fucking fantastic.
Thank you.
And the cuts you guys just played.
Yeah,
were
we
all
started
fantastic.
off. We started off with "Protect and Serve." So tell us. Let's go into that song a little bit.
Lyric wise, it's sort of just like my own interpretation of the state of America, really. I mean,
Yep.
it's not supposed to be political. It's just kind of my thoughts about what I'm seeing on TV and everything around town, really.
Sticking on a dead-end street, got my head on a swivel to a punk rock beat. Greatest gang problem on those streets, all the cops we got aside. Pentagon's got a brand new beat, we got a hostage on the line with a package for the street line. Fake news marinates our minds till we all just fall in line. Everything's not right, everything's not fine, but we're in tonight, we're gonna do back time. I wanna win this fight, I wanna take this ride, 'cause we're in tonight, not gonna toe our line. Politicians making their ammo, we got a country breaking down and they're loading up their ammo. Right wings gotta take their swing till they piss the fires out. 'Cause Uncle Sam don't point at me no more, he's feeding propaganda from the White House floor. And Lady Liberty's a concubine, she's a sad song of all time. Everything's not right, everything's not fine, 'cause we're in tonight, we're gonna turn back time. I wanna win this fight, I wanna take this ride, 'cause we're in tonight, not gonna toe our line. Rolling on down to 7-Eleven.
It's a hell of a statement song. Like you can tell, and the vibe of the band is perfect for that statement, if you will.
Yeah, we want to be fun. We don't want to be political or anything
Sure.
like that, or just trying to state what we think.
I dig that. Now,
Do you write all the lyrics?
I do. Yeah.
Really interesting. So, and then as far as the music, is that just a straight collaboration?
No, actually, Jack's been. He's been the one that he was writing the songs, and I've been playing with Jack for a long time,
right?
And we had a bunch of other people we were jamming with and everything, and then he had like a dozen songs or something like that, right? He had a dozen songs that he would program the drums to, play bass and guitar to, and there was no vocals on there. And I talked to him about, what was that, 2 years ago or something like that, a year and a half ago or something like that, because we had a bunch of different people we were playing with and everything started falling apart. And I said to him, I was like, why don't I play drums on the stuff that you're doing, and why don't you play bass on some stuff that I want to do? Because I like playing drum and bass music and stuff like that. And we never kind of got around to that because this started working. And so originally it was just going to be, I was going to play drums on his stuff, see what was going to happen. And then like the next day I looked on Craigslist and found a guitarist and found a second guitarist, and it didn't work out with those guys. But then we had found Dave, and then we found Ron, and it was like finally found the four, because this configuration of the band has only been since the beginning of the year.
Yeah,
right?
You said January.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you've come a long way.
Dude,
in a short amount of time.
Ron learned 3 of the songs in
like 2 days.
Yeah.
More than that.
Came in and knew 3 songs, and I was like, okay, we're not
for
gonna,
the audition.
Yeah. It was the old Rolling Stone gathers no moss. We kept rocking.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, and we had a show that like 3 weeks later, and he had to learn the balance of the songs, and it was just like second nature to him. So we found our guy.
Yeah.
Dude, he came in ripping Van Halen solos, and we were like, all right.
He plays Eruption like nobody's business, but you got to really coax it out of him.
Yeah, you do.
I can tell, when you were warming up, he was, just tickling all over the place. You can tell what kind of player he is. It's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah, well, so your process usually is you come to the table with lyrics, but you have a plethora of material you can pull from to then adhere your lyric to, basically, is what we're talking about.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, Jack brings it all to the table, like, all the arrangement, and kind of passed it off to me, and I have a little, not this setup, but a little studio at home where I just kind of, like, work on the lyrics and the patterns and what the song feels like to me, and send it back, and he's like, yay or nay, and usually it's yay.
So you also said you haven't really done this style. So are you just using, with your lyrics, what do you write them as, and then are you just changing them up?
It's so funny because, like, I'm very, like I said before, like, started as a drummer, so I'm very rhythmic in the way I think about lyrics and patterns. So I'll just I call them scat tracks. I don't know what you would call them normally, but just like sounds or just patterns or just like without lyrics. Mm-hmm. And then I just kind of like sit and listen to that for a while and figure out what's working, what's not. And if it's working, I'll start trying to write, melodies and words around it.
Yeah, I've heard that process before. Like, not many times, but that's interesting. Like that what did Melissa? I don't know, but I've heard that kind of process of like you kind of scat it out, so you feel the vibe of it, and then you at least can tell how to place the lyrics or something.
Yeah, well, I think it's so important in just like such high energy music like we play. It's just like you want it to be aggressive enough, like you don't want to be too melodic, like you just want it to like I said, like when I started, it was like I want to use a lot of consonants. I want to use a lot of like K's and P's and T's.
That's interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that kind of sets us apart from a lot of the acts that we see in around town too. Is that from a punk rock standpoint, coming hard and not screaming. The song, every song, because we went through a couple when we were doing auditions for singers. You know, a few of the people were, the sound started to sound the same from the screaming aspect. And what we were looking for was something with a little more like a melodic nature type of sound. And Dave
Storyteller.
brought that to the table.
And it's musicality or something like that. Because I know what you're saying. It's like there is a style of scream rock which is great, you know, but that's not what we're doing here, you know. And this is more punk roots type thing, which is a different vibe than just screaming. So, but you nail it right, man.
Well, I told him straight up in the first couple auditions we were playing. I was like, "Well, if you want a screamer, I'm not it." Like, so just tell me now. Yeah.
Yeah. First time after that first audition, I heard it. I was sold.
Yeah, I can respect that.
Now, this next title.
I don't know if we got the whole title yet.
Yeah, I mean, as I'm writing it, he was still talking, but it says "dead end in my rear view mirror." But I think it was even longer than that.
No, it's not. I was joking.
This guy, all of a sudden, I'm writing it real quick. I'm like, huh. Okay.
And to shorthand it.
This time I know I'm running in, but I can meet you at the door. I wasn't looking for a fight, but you tell me all the reasons why you're trying to ditch me. Don't try to change my ways. Got a pocket full of metal and I'm out here on the run. You wanna know how I feel? You wanna know how I feel? You wanna know how I feel? You're gonna know how I feel. Ain't going down tonight. I'm rolling out the dice and I'm punching down the throttle. I'm burning till I'm out of sight. Do the Mexican wine and shoot the killer with a bottle. I drop you back on 35. Now I'm taking my chances on a little senorita. Snapping in reverse and drive, cause I'm looking in the dead end in my real view mirror. You wanna know how I feel? You wanna know how I feel? You wanna know how I feel? You're gonna know how I feel. My life on the line. And the only crime is we could time. Tell me please, if we could be fair, I'm gonna done my time. But I know, because I know the tricks you play. Take a look at me, you will not see me. You can study me, but you will not know me. You can try to silence me, but you will not own me. You can try to damage me, but you will never break me. What you think you found in me? It up is up, it's all on you. You found in me, well it would all be lost on you. What you think is bothering me? It could all be soothing you. What you think that lives in me? It's what's killing you. You wanna know how I feel? 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 Just trust me. You wanna know how I feel? You wanna know how I feel? You wanna know how I feel? Well, you better know how I feel.
Well, first of all, all of these titles are incredible, and "Dead End in my rearview mirror" is wonderful. Is there any? What's the tale there? Is there? Any?
So I have a 18-year-old who is truly punk, right? So
Right.
got in his car one day. I was just moving it, and one of his friends, I guess, in his rearview mirror was all fogged up. It said "Dead End." And I was like, oh man, I wonder what that story is. So I made one up.
That's
I like
awesome.
It works.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Wasn't it also about stealing my car? Wasn't it about stealing my...
Well, it's part of it is about. Well, so no. When I saw your car, I was like, I gotta write a song about that car.
Now hold on a second. Did you just say when I stole your car?
No. When he saw it.
When I saw
Okay.
it.
Which
So
one?
when I
So-
stole your car, I was like, whoa, okay.
So you've seen a practice space. I don't know. You've been there.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's got this Camaro and
Right,
it's
right.
pulled right in. The first time I saw it, I was like, oh man,
It's here now.
this is the greatest place to play in the world. Like I get to look at this car and sing, and these guys are great. And I was like, that car is going to be in a song.
Nice.
That's awesome. It is like a Graceland, you know,
Yeah.
like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Christopher Schaefer, Clothier, incredible.
And then Needles in Your Face. That was the next song.
Yeah. Now, first of all, that song is in my head. It's got a hook, baby.
Get stoned on the phone, spitting sick and copper tone. That ringing in your ears like blasters to your brain. Your mind lost control, feeding for that silicone. Looking for the needle to pour plastic in your veins. Cause life don't mean a thing unless you get that diamond ring. Pretension, no display, and no nothing with no fucking. Slept for that surgeon and swallowed all your pride. But actions gain their weight from all the consequences inside. Don't blame me for the things they're saying, cause I ain't gonna disagree. Just out here showing no reaction. That old inside you rectify with needles in your face. Needles in your face. Bitch got lazy eye, mess with pills, got a DUI. Five from his 9 to 5, the sound is trying to stay alive. Red race, cyber base, pay your faces but cannot miss. Anything to find escape from things you can replace. Build up those concrete walls, nothing gets in at all. It's standard protocol that no one knows on the roll. You need it so bad, wanna get things out of hand. Wanna let it rip because your wish is not command. Don't blame me for the things they're saying, cause I ain't gonna disagree. You're sad, you're showing no reaction. That old inside you rectify with needles in your face. Needles in your face. Needles in your face. Needles in your go! Needles in your face. Needles in your face. Who put those needles in your face? Needles in your
I dig that song, but explain, is that heroin needles or what are we talking needles?
No. It may be why we lost our first two guitarists in our band.
Oh, okay.
That's quite controversial.
It was a little bit controversial. I don't know. I guess they didn't like the lyrics. Whatever.
Oh, is that right? Okay, the actual.
I mean, there was a discussion. I don't want to go into it,
Okay.
but
Sure.
so no, it's not about heroin. I don't want to write about drugs. So it's honestly about vanity and Botox.
Yeah.
Wow.
Started as
That
Botox.
makes sense.
I was thinking voodoo.
I was just messing with you.
I know. When you said that, I'm over there thinking to get like needles in the face. That's good stuff. And then my personal favorite, Elmer Weaver.
I like the name.
Elmer Weaver stood in the back 'cause he don't learn his lesson. Always spoke as a matter of fact 'cause he don't use expression. Grape soda dripping from his cap 'cause he tried to dye his hair with a Kool-Aid pack. 19 he left the high school scene. He got the job and a month to keep the grocery store clean. Don't listen to a word they're saying. They're all just passes anyway. But in his mind he's got some latent. The consequence of doing time. Whoa, you want it, you got it. Whoa, so now you got it all. Whoa, you want it, you got it. Whoa, and kick me out the door. He beat the gun behind the produce store 'cause he packed in all the goodies. Till the boss caught her down on the floor with her mouth full of woodies. Shouted, what is this, some kind of porno flick? Busted up the party like a pickled ass dick. Elmer Weaver wouldn't deal with that. He cocked his elbow back and made the manager out black. Don't listen to a word they're saying. They're all just bastards anyway. But in his mind he's got some blatant. The consequence of doing time. Whoa, you want it, you got it. Whoa, so now you got it all. Whoa, you want it, you got it. Whoa, and kiss me out the door. Whoa, you want it, you got it. Whoa, so now you got it all. Whoa, you want it, you got it. Whoa, and kiss me out the door. They shook him down, took his face to the ground, yet sung like a birdie. Took a plea, the judge caught him free, but the cops did him dirty. Grabbed a ticket on Sri Lankan Air, found a place to crash in an empty man's air. Got enlightened by the Bhagavad Gita, he became a believer, now he's Swami Elmer Weaver. Don't listen to a word they're saying, they're all just bastards anyway. But in his mind he's contemplating the consequence of doing time. Whoa, you want it, you got it. Whoa, so now you got it all. Whoa, you want it, you got it. Whoa, and kiss me out the door. Whoa, you want it, you got it. Whoa, somehow you got it all. Whoa, you want it, you got it. Whoa, and kicks me out the door. He kicks me out the door.
I heard somebody say something about him being a teacher.
No. Well, no. He's a high school student at one point in the
Student.
song. Yeah.
And then he evolves.
He evolves. He becomes a Hindu religious leader.
So, what was the story behind the name, if there is one?
That's interesting because where I work, we were just kind of talking one day with some colleagues, and one of them said, like, I had this friend named Elmer Weaver, and man, he sung like an angel. And I was like, okay, well, what is that story? So I was like, all right, I'll make up another story about Elmer Weaver, and
Nice.
that's how it came about.
Yeah, that's nothing like the Woolly Swamp. I don't know why that kept.
That's so funny. Larry Davis, we're a bit loony, but when you said the name Elmer Weaver, he's like, that makes me think of Charlie Daniels' Legend of Woolly Swamp. He goes, I don't know why. So I said,
No, that was good.
We have an inside joke. It's we call it Earl Weaver's illegitimate son.
that's so Baltimore. I love that. Yeah, that's good stuff. I mean, that's wonderful.
Yeah, it's got a story to it, and we're going to be shooting a video for it soon.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So it's next on our list.
Yeah, you guys are on point, man. It's like it's coming out, and the cuts thus far that I've heard are awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
and
a solid record. It's
What's the
12
title of the record?
songs.
Yeah, I was
It's
just going to ask.
self-titled.
Self-titled,
Yeah,
12 songs.
12 songs, yeah. So it's where we did a couple hundred copies of vinyl that's going to
Oh,
look
sweet.
gorgeous.
That's
It's
so
going
cool.
to look like your lava lamp kind
Yeah.
of purple. It's awesome. So, yeah, we're stoked. We're going to be doing 8x10 on the 6th, and it should be a really good show.
I think, I'm going to be there. Inslee's going to be there.
nice. And then, of course, we got gifted a skateboard deck with
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Glassphalt logo.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, so kids listening.
We asked for a sticker.
There's very hip Glassphalt merch
Yeah,
out
it's
there.
good.
Like once it's out there, it's very hip.
Yeah, we got
It's
some
awesome
we got some
stuff.
cool stuff that's being printed up that will be ready in time with the album cover art and everything like that. So I'm pretty stoked on the merch that we have going on, and the quality that we put into what we did as far as taking the time to record it, because we were very fortunate to be able to record it at my shop in my garage.
Wow.
But with a whole Pro Tools rig and great microphones, and then Jack really put some time into mixing it, and then we mastered the record with AI, which was just kind of mind blowing to me.
And right, and it works.
It works great.
Yeah.
It's great. It's really good.
Yeah.
That seems to be the report.
So that's
Unfortunately
awesome.
or fortunately,
You
know?
recorded the album in the garage?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
we recorded it kind of like we did in here,
Yeah.
where we played live with headphones on,
Right.
and then so we would have a vocal track to work off of. Is that Dave was inside of my van that was parked in the garage, so
That's
that
so
his
funny.
and he had it like lit up. So
There
I
are
could
pictures out there.
so we could see him as so it would feel and sound live, and then they went back over and use those as scratch tracks and everything and went back over with. But it's a punchy record. It sounds good.
I think it's I was saying the
excited.
songs sounded dynamite. Even Clam Dragger, Clam Digger,
Clam Dragger.
we never got to that one. We never played
no,
that
but the YouTube,
clip,
the
yeah.
video,
Yeah.
it's it sounds great. I
Yeah.
mean, it's good
Thank
stuff.
you.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Definitely.
We put a lot of work in.
That's wonderful. So
we were kind of over the winter. We were spending a lot of time over the winter, kind of holing up, and then I got to tip my hat to Jack. I mean, he did a lot of work on the mixing.
it seems Jack is the MVP. Not that
Yeah, he
nobody's better than the other here. Okay, we're all
Yeah.
equal.
We're nothing without Jack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at Sanity Lounge, we're all
We're all-
equals.
Oh, yeah.
But Jack seems to be, clutch here. I mean,
100%.
I
Yeah.
write the songs. I've been recording music and recording my own songs, original songs forever, and it just came natural.
that's wonderful.
Well, he's got a studio at home, and that's the thing is and now with the technology that's out there, being able to just send song ideas and hey, what do you think of this? And then the way I described it is he was writing this framework of these songs, and then we would kind of humanize them. That's the way I thought about it as a
That's
drummer.
awesome.
He's programming the drums, and I wasn't trying to play exactly what he laid down. I was trying to find the feel for it, but it worked. And then having Ron come in and be able to learn where we were and kind of take it from there. But yeah, we've been putting in some work, and we've been playing some good gigs too.
I saw that.
Yeah, we've got a chance to play some good gigs already before we even put a record out. So
Yeah, you were at the Autobar not long ago too.
yeah, we just did Autobar. We're playing on the 14th of September at the Aberdeen Skate Park too. They're having it's a really fun to play when people are skateboarding right in front of you. That's great.
That's cool.
It's super fun. We're doing that and then going to Diamondback Brewery. We're playing that evening, so it's a doubleheader for us.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is that up that way, Diamondback?
No, that's in Federal Hill, Locust Point area.
Diamondback? I haven't heard of that brewery.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so is there any other thing you want to talk about with the album before I switch topics briefly?
No, I think we covered. I think we
Yeah.
covered all the bases as far as
All right.
where we are with that.
Wonderful, wonderful. So I've already asked Chris this because he was a return. He's a return contestant, but I like to
His
ask.
answer may have changed though at this point.
Maybe, but I like to ask all of the guests if you have a favorite movie. Can you give me your top 3 roughly favorite movies if you have one?
Top 3 favorite
Yes,
movies.
sir.
Holy moly.
Now, if you're not a movie cat, you can say you're not a movie guy. You don't have them.
Yeah.
If it's like that. Like, I don't want to put you on the spotlight. We like to be relaxed here at Sanity Lounge. You know what I'm saying?
I like so many movies.
Oh, okay. So you are a movie cat. You just can't narrow it down.
So So this is a very I don't want to say underrated, but
when he's
unknown
talking.
movie. I think
Let 'em-
it's called Razor's Edge.
Yeah, Bill Murray.
Bill Murray,
Yes,
early film, and it's about the war and,
Vietnam
and his sort of journey through life, and it's philosophical at times. It's a little bit funny at times. It's serious at times, but I don't know. I just have always gravitated toward it. I love it.
Incredible. See, I love this. Is why we do this here. Now, this cat. Now, I'm a cinephile, but Razor's Edge is it's based on a very philosophical book.
Right.
It's a very unknown, underrated Bill Murray performance that in '84, I think, is when it came out. And when it came out, I think people thought he lost his mind because it's a very serious performance.
Yeah.
And so those listening, this cat, what a great pull, baby. This is why I'm doing it. But, I mean, so is there any others you want to throw out there?
Let me think about it. You can go
Sure.
around.
Yeah. Ron, what do you got?
I don't know. I mean, I guess more like a Pulp Fiction.
There we go.
Yes, this is my guy. I love Ron.
I mean, I'm a sci-fi geek, so I like Star Wars.
You're
stuff.
in the right place
Nice.
for that too.
Yeah,
man.
yes,
And
please.
Predator. Yeah, I like Predator stuff.
Nice, nice. So you're
Yeah.
a sci-fi cat, and Pulp Fiction always gets respect here at Sanity Lounge. In fact, that was in my top on episode 1. So that's good stuff. Any other mentions you want to give there, Ron?
Full Metal Jacket's a good one.
Kubrick. We were just discussing Kubrick outside. Yeah, that's wonderful. That's a good list.
Yeah, that Full Metal Jacket's great because it's technically 2 movies.
It is. Yeah, it's like the beginning hour is so intense in a weird way, and then the last hour and a half is intense in a war way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And the last hour and a half doesn't even have Arlie Army in it.
I know. How about that? And his performance was so astounding.
Yeah.
He made a career out of it.
That's a good one.
God love him. Jack, MVP. What do you got, movie
I
wise?
would say 2 of them kind of really shook me as a kid, and still to this day I still kind of, still like the movies. I would say the first one was The Day After, which was like a nuclear war type of, back in the 80s when we were dealing with the Cold War, it was something that really, you never knew. Within 10 minutes, and The Exorcist. I think that really scared the hell out of me growing up as a kid seeing that. Some of the recent ones, not a big fan of the recent movies, but I'd say Saving Private Ryan was really one that really
spectacular.
struck a match.
Spectacular piece of art.
Yeah.
That day after thing. Do you remember that?
I don't.
Chris
I don't
Schaefer,
think
do you
so. I
remember
don't
that?
think I remember it.
No.
It was in the 80s, early 80s, day after. I think it was a television movie.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah,
a
it came
2-night
on TV.
event, and it was like it was a who's who. It was like John Lithgow and all these cats, but it was the first time. It was kind of like War of the Worlds. Like when they premiered it on television, the nation, like the depression in the nation went down. Like everybody got depressed. People were.
After
like,
they saw this?
Yeah, like the movie affected the psyche of the nation. Like
when did it come out?
It was I think it was like 84 or 85 or something like that.
I don't remember
but
that.
if you look into it and read about it, like it was a serious, like it was like it caused serious problems. People started freaking out because they're watching this, this what if, I guess, type thing, and it was like a War of the Worlds scenario. Like after they watched it, people started really panicking, and like but if you watch it now,
I'm intrigued. Now I gotta.
well, if you watch it nowadays, keep in mind it is a television movie, so it's like
the Langoliers.
well, yeah, it is.
It's good but bad.
Yeah, it is exactly that. Now, I haven't watched it in years, so I don't really remember if it's film or video.
Right.
But those old early TV movies were a lot of times video, but this one might have been film.
No, I'll check that out. I like John Lithgow.
Yeah. It was an all-star cast. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, and hearing that 1 o'clock whistle, right?
well, right. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, I just know that whole thing affected a lot of people. I like I said, it's been a minute since I've seen it. I don't even know if you can. I guess you could find it on YouTube.
Yeah, I
or
think
something
so.
like that. Yeah, but I don't know if I've ever actually seen it at a video store, like when video.
Oh yeah, I
stores
couldn't
used
tell
to-
you a cover or anything.
Yeah, like. That's wild. And Exorcist, the feel-good movie of the century, baby.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you can't go wrong with that.
My 15-year-old son decided to watch that with his friends with my 10-year-old son.
That might be
Got like
a little-
halfway through before my wife figured out what was going on. It was like, no.
Right.
Right, that's a gutsy.
With no context, he was just like, "Let's just watch this movie."
That's what older brothers do,
Right,
right?
Yeah, sure. It's a rite of passage. Although The Exorcist, baby, like, man, that was an intense.
Yeah, that'd be a rough one.
Yeah, that is in my top.
What did we just watch? Garrett watched Insidious. Lincoln wouldn't watch it because he gets scared. He's my youngest, but Garrett's 13. Insidious, he wasn't too. He was more scared of
Insidious
it than he let
was well
on.
done.
Yeah,
Insidious was a well done horror for
yeah.
for most people.
Yeah.
Chris, you got any film you want to add from the last time? Or
Man, I
anything?
think I said Fantastic Mr.
You did.
Fox.
You did, and
what I mean? It's like,
Caddyshack.
that is up there. E.T. and
That's 2 for E.T.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
and Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
It's
Big
like-
talk. Yep.
Yeah.
Spicoli was the North Star there for a long
Sure,
time.
Yes.
sure.
Now I find myself saying, I'm like, I've switched from being Jeff Spicoli to being Mr. Hand.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. Right. Yeah, your philosophy has changed
Right.
at this
You
point
just
in
can't
your
deal with
life.
stupid.
is that
Can't
Boss
deal with
Hog?
stupidity. That's Boss Hog.
Oh, I mean, come on now. It's like, well, that's TV, but
We're
still.
very hip here. Yeah.
Boss
Yeah.
Hog was he was a good character.
But that makes me think about Cannonball Run.
Yeah,
you know what I
oh
mean?
my God, I love
There were so
Cannonball
many
Run.
great lines in
Smokey
that.
and the Bandit. That's
Smokey
some
and
of
the
my
Bandit.
favorite.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There is no character greater than Sheriff Buford T. Justice.
He had
There
so many
really
great
isn't.
lines. He
Oh
has
my God, man!
The
Yeah, oh
name
my God.
alone is phenomenal.
Buford T. Justice. That's my brother's
Right.
dog's name. His bulldog's name is Buford.
That's so funny. It's so Ralph. One other 80s reference here in Action Figureville, for those who will get it. Calibus from Clash of the Titans.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember Clash of the
I
Titans?
don't know.
Wow, nobody.
So I get
I'm old as
all my like so.
sucks.
So these toys here, these figures were given to me by Chris's brother-in-law, actually, who's a friend of ours from high school, and I actually have all Chris's, like, 1977, 80, 83 Kenner figures. Like, his sister found them in his dad's attic and was like, do you want these? And Chris was like, I don't want those. So she called me and gave them all to me in a Darth Vader case.
Oh, I had
that had
case.
all. So I had all I have all these figures. It's filled. Some of it, and I like 3 months after I had it, I finally was like, let me look at these, and I opened up the little weapons case, and all the weapons are in there.
Wow.
Like they're complete figures.
Nice.
Yeah, they're all in pristine condition. Like
Yeah.
it's good shit. It's not like she was playing with them or anything. Man.
No, she
Yeah.
had them piled in the garage and said, come get them.
It's
At
wonderful
the Ewok
stuff.
Village,
Oh,
an
man.
X-Wing,
I know. I'm
a
kind of pissed.
a cloud car from Cloud City. She gave me that. And then her husband, these are all his. But I'm like, I open these up. I'm like, Calibus Frankenstein, Boss Hog? Like, what is all this stuff?
Boss Hog is great.
Yeah, it's also. I have Bo and Luke, too.
Well,
But
where
I had
are
to
they?
bring,
Yeah, we
and
got
Roscoe was missing a hand. But I have them all.
That's so funny, dude. All right, Ward Davis, you got any?
No,
other,
man, it's this was fucking great.
Yeah, you guys.
You guys
I
fucking
can't
rocked.
wait.
I can't wait for everybody to see this.
Right.
Just before we do wrap up, like throw out the websites, how to find you,
Sure.
best place to get schedules, which we're working on something with that too.
Right.
Right. Best place is to go to glassphalt.net. It's
Yep.
where you're going to be able to find a website with links to the socials and everything is probably the easiest way to go and find us. GLASSPHALT.net.
Yep.
Right.
And I'll have links. We'll have links on social media. We'll have links on the YouTube video, Spotify, Apple, everywhere.
That's awesome.
In the
man.
description. Yep.
Yeah, and wait till you see the perform. I mean, like the songs
It's a
are
good
fucking
one.
great.
Yeah.
and they're
Thanks, man.
Baltimore's
Appreciate it.
own Glassphalt.
Yep.
You know, it's the shit. I'm
Baltimore's
happy to know
own
you guys.
Glassphalt.
I'm happy you guys are here.
Actually, let's before we wrap up. Where's everybody from?
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
Everybody's Baltimore natives.
Right,
Awesome.
Jack.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
So one thing, like our logo, that was done by a friend of mine. Everything's local. Our theme music that you'll hear is Brian's and his cousin's band, Gravediggers Biscuits, which they just get.
We will be on. Right, we'll be on.
Yeah,
later.
they're working on new music right now with oh god, have you guys ever heard of a band called From the Hills?
Yes.
Yeah.
an Iron Boss.
Yeah.
So
Iron
Chris
Balls,
Roden,
yes.
Chris
so the
Roden
lead
is
singer
our
of that
lead
band is their
singer
new
now.
lead singer,
Yeah.
and he's got new material and new music, and I can't wait
Yeah,
to
we're
hear
excited.
it. I love From the Hills.
Yeah.
We're Carroll County guys, and that band's from Frizzleburg, right between
I
Westminster
know
and
where that is.
Tawnytown.
Right, that album came out
Oh
and
my
like
God.
we were in high school.
Dude,
we were like,
I
holy
let my
shit.
wife
Like,
hear that album, and she was she's not into that at all, and she was like, "This is fantastic."
I was seeing those guys at Memory Lane
Yeah.
way back when. Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah, man.
From the albums, the full album's on Spotify right now.
Yeah,
it says
good
it
stuff.
says it's from like 2014 or something. I'm like, no.
well, look, anyway, I'm glad you guys came in. I'm happy to know you, and you guys rule. And stay sane, Baltimore.
Yep, awesome,
Appreciate it.
fantastic.
Thanks for listening, Baltimore. You can find us at www.sanitylounge.com or on Instagram at sanity.lounge.
Keep listening and subscribe.
Stay sane, Baltimore.